Well, hey there, Paw Chronicles. Welcome to the Paw Chronicles and more with Jim. Well, today I was out here cleaning weeds up around these trees, and I came across one particular tree that didn't make it through the winter. It was a grafted tree. You can't save them all. You have to think about loss. But I'm going to plant this one in here. It's a Chappelle. It was grafted back in March. I've been working on trying to get them to harden off, and they're just about there. But we're close enough that I think I can get away with planting it, provided I add shade cloth to it. And the shade cloth will stay on it all summer. I just want it to establish itself. You know, while I'm here, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you something that somebody had shared with me. It's like a little trick. Make sure I'm at the right depth. You know, we have tall one tree pots, and some people are like, man, how do you deal with a tall one tree pot? Me, you know, I normally just turn them upside down and treat them like a plug, but this one right here, we're going to do something a little bit different, okay? Now, this is a seedling that I had gotten as far as a rootstock from a friend. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something that somebody had shared with me that you can do. I've got a razor here. You see the pot, it's tapered down here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the bottom out, just the bottom. Now mind you, I sterilized that razor. Now this is a way that you can actually transplant these. Just stick my hand here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and split the pot just like this. I'm not going to come all the way up with it. Make sure we got separation. There it is. And then I'm going to go to the other side of the pot, holding it together. You notice I didn't go all the way up to the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and start a split here. And I'm going to come all the way up here. And once again, mind you, I didn't go all the way to the top. And then I'm going to just take the plant and I'm going to set it down in there for right now. We're doing this to keep from disrupting the root system too awful bad. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of dirt and I'm going to surround that pot with the dirt. Now I've got some cow manure compost here. Wipe that off, set it to the side, and I'm going to put cow manure compost in here along the edge. This will help as far as getting the microorganisms to activate. I'm not going to worry about the mycorrhiza spectrum that I normally do. And the reason being is because the individual that I got the rootstock from, knowing him like I do, that's something that he's already taken care of. I got a little bit in there. Now, let's throw some more dirt on it. And the dirt, by the way, is the same dirt that was in the hole. And I mixed the cow manure compost with that dirt. I'm not tamping it down, I'm sticking it in there loosely. There we have it. Now, we get back down here again, and I'm going to go ahead and dislodge the pot. See how that slid right off there? And the tree stayed put. We'll slide this side off also. There. Very, very little disruption to the dirt. Actually, that's the first time I ever tried that, and man, I like the way that worked out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and water this in. And what I did was I mixed up a calcium and kelp type fertilizer to mix this with, or to feed this tree with, to give it that oomph. And I'm going to water it in generously. Turned out to be a good day to do this because we have cloudy overcast. I ain't worried about the sun beaming down on it while I'm working on it. But we're still going to protect it. Let that bleed down a little bit, because it's going to get a good generous amount of water. The calcium will help with the healing of the scar or the callus of the graft, and it'll help with getting the two to get it together. Yeah, that's taking in water pretty good. That's a pretty slick trick. Never done that before, but I wanted to give it a try and share it with you as I did. These trees that I grafted back in March turned out to be beautiful trees. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some more of this manure compost, and we're going to throw it on the top. When it rains or when I water, it'll leach nutrients into the ground. This is a good time to do this. can keep it alive. It'll have its root system all established and able to help last through the winter. I like to take this watering can and put it in a smaller one because I like the head on this right here. It's got a good even spread. Get her nice and saturated. I believe that'll do it. I'm going to set this stuff to the side. And we'll get this picked up. I'm almost there. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. Pick up my razor. Get this stuff out of the way. And now let's get the fence on it. You want to put a fence on these to protect them. I'm going to get this tag off here. This was the old graft. Throw that to the side. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this maul. Ooh. There's the fence post. You see I got a big wide fence here. There's a reason for that, because I don't want to crowd the leaves too awful bad. Because we got a good spread there. Now, let's go ahead and put my tag on the stake. Chappelle, March 27th, grafted in the house. Right before spring. There you have that. Now, we want to protect it. And I got a shade cloth here to do just that. And these little clips, I've come to find they do a really good job. The shade cloth itself is a 50% shade cloth. fitted in there right on the money. And to hold it down at the bottom, I'll put a few in here. There we go. These little office clips come in handy for what it is I'm doing here. It's snagging onto the fence. Go. These office clips make it quick and easy as far as what it is I want to do. There you have it. Now, I'm going to bring this up because I want to cover the top because the sun will come up, beam down in there, and I want to protect it as best I can. So I'll put two pieces together right here. Grab a handful of these. The ones I did in the house last year, I hardened off. They were root suckers that were in grow bags, root trapper bags. These right here are seedlings that I'm playing with. And like I said, I've been working on getting them to harden off. They're almost hardened off, but they still need a little bit more time. And because of that, we're going to try to continue to protect this tree, but at the same time plant it so its root system can get established before the winter comes. And it's got plenty of time to do it. And there you have it. That should protect that tree for now, and fingers crossed it all works out. So anyways, my name's Jim. If you like what you see, subscribe. Don't forget to click on that bell for any notifications. Any comments or questions that you may have, I welcome. You all have a God bless day.